Welcome back to the Loopcast. We're doing our loop table, which is a free format. We just talk about whatever, get everything off our chest. Today we've got kind of a short staff. It's me, always, your Taco, your one and only, joined by EB0.
Hello. Nice to be here.
DJ.
Hello.
And our very own Espace Acasa.
I'm still dead inside.
And if you've, now you know our magic. We usually do a couple sessions a night, and
Nice sesh, bro.
yeah, we don't usually take too big of a break in between. And Casey is still dead from our weebs.
You'll see all about that when it's posted. Whatever.
If you're into that,
Let's
if you guys
move on.
haven't checked out our other formats yet, this is just one of them. We hope to post a lot of content. We have to, keep it coming and keep it fresh for you guys. We'll have our Weeaboo Wednesday, which is Casey's show, where we review a randomized anime or Japanese thing.
Yeah, we haven't done that yet, but
Yeah, we hope to open that up. And then we also have our creative workshop hosted by our very own EB0.
Be looking for episode 1 featuring Taco.
Yep.
And then episode 2, 3, and 4, and 5, I guess, featuring DJ Drip, Space Case, our very special guest Mike the Comic Guy, and then finally myself.
Yeah, he's going to be interviewing himself. I think I've heard of that Taco Kid. He seems pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to have him on here.
Yeah.
He created this really cool podcast thing.
Yeah, sounds like a gay.
Well, he's in the closet still.
Oh,
But,
okay.
latent homosexuality.
we're
Yeah,
hoping
that's a
that the
killer.
interview will help him.
Come out.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean,
No.
if you're into that, it's what it is. But I guess we'll just get into it. I mean, it's whatevs. I think we were just talking about Aqua Teen Hunger Force. We were talking about
Drug use.
drug
actually.
use. That's we were just getting into the ganja because our Casey over here is a bad kid.
Yeah.
God, man.
He's a bad worm.
Couple times you put me on blast, so I come here to get this abuse.
You've been a bad,
But,
bad boy.
he was saying that he's done the marijuana.
Like 3 times
A
in
couple
college.
times.
One time, I happened to watch Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and it was a lot funnier.
Yeah, he
But
smokes.
Aqua Teen is still great.
He smokes that icky.
No,
the
I
icky-
don't.
The sticky icky.
Do the sticky icky.
The sticky icky.
Are
I
you
was-
doing the Mary Jane?
The
You
Mary
can
Jane.
tell us.
Are you
We
smoking
love
a,
you here.
a joint
Purple-
cigarette?
Joint cigarette. The purple sticky punch.
You're not reusing the syringes, are you? When you take marijuana?
I freebase marijuana.
Between my
Dude,
toes.
you are hardcore.
But,
Are you injecting hair under your scrotum? You can tell me I'm hip.
but I mean, as far as a poll goes here at the troop, I've never used it.
Nope.
I've always viewed it as a certain stigma, and it's not that it's illegal, because here where I've grown up, would go out back with my friends and we'd smoke cigarettes, in middle school or something
Oh,
like
man.
that. Super bad illegal stuff. So it wasn't that it was illegal or anything, or that it was hard to get to. It was the fact that, according to science, medical science, that it killed your brain cells and shit like that. So I was like, I'm paying money to improve my brain cells. Why would I kill them?
Taking a step further, I never even smoked a cigarette.
Yeah.
I think that probably goes from the fact that I came from a home of 2 smokers, and most of my family smokes a lot of pot. I don't like the effect it had on them. I didn't want the effect on me. As I say this, 2 of our own are vapists. They will tie you to a
Oh, yeah.
radiator and vape their own mouth. So,
It will vape you in the mouth. No, bringing that up, I just picked up a new mod. I think out of just this group, out of the troop group, I like that. The troop group. It's pretty sweet. Out of us, I think I'm probably like a mid-level enthusiast. I don't go as far as the mech mods. I don't mech my own. I don't do builds. I'm not into that shit. I don't think that I will be, but who knows? I always said that I'd never get a box mod, and then now I'm sitting here with this new box mod from Joytech. It's an EVIC VT, and I'm using the Ego 1 Mega 3mm tank on it. It's a pretty sweet box mod. I really enjoyed its.
I'm sorry, just box mod, Joytech, all this. I'm sorry, it sounds like a vibrator.
I didn't want to say anything.
Well, that's what's great. This actually doubles as
It's,
a vibrator. So you can apply it directly to the clit and get your big.
It's a marital device, okay?
When you had the power up, I mean, it just sounded like
Yeah.
Yeah, like, take a drag off it. Like, do it on the
like high
let's hear this
power,
shit.
man. It just.
Try not to get the mic high.
That shit's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. God dang.
Puts out a pretty good cloud. It's one of the newer techs. I don't know why, but every time I go to buy something, it's like the newest thing, and I think it's just because it's such a growing market. But it's a temperature controlled mod. It has it's got a nickel atomizer in it, and it protects the atomizer from heating up too much. Right now I've got it set at 540 Fahrenheit. You can go a lot higher, you can go a lot lower. It just depends on your personal use. But I'm pretty impressed by it. I'm happy with it.
This reminds me of, coming from Family Mechanics, hearing them talk about carburetors and
Yeah.
liters
Or tech
of
speak.
engines and... Yeah, I mean, I can follow tech speak. I can't
Well,
follow
yeah, but
mechanics.
Did
I'm
you
saying-
flush the DNS? I mean, did you try that?
ipconfig/flush DNS. Yeah, I did that.
I mean, you gotta forward those ports in the UDP.
Yeah, but then
have to do that.
you have to clear the ARP file, the ARP tables. You have to get on the
Sudo
router,
make, sudo install,
sudo apt-get all.
apt-get, get on my level, pacman.su. Come on.
It's just, it was weird going in, like, because I quit smoking
Yeah,
like 4 years ago, 4 years ago now. I don't know. With a e-cigarette, like the shitty first ones that just came out that looked like a cigarette, and you just
disposables.
drip stuff. No, they weren't disposable. You drip
Oh.
stuff in there, and it was just all in the filter part of it, and those were disposable, but the battery would stay. But so I quit smoking with that. Recently had a lot of stress crap came around.
Yeah.
Started eating like I do, because I'm a big old fatty no friends.
Fuck you too.
Proof to the contrary sitting in front of you.
I know, yeah, but whatever. So yeah, like I got one of these. I smoke vape.
Yeah, it's whatever. I use them interchangeably.
With no nicotine in it. It's just kind of a,
Yeah,
put something in my mouth. Yeah.
I got something to put in your mouth.
Fixes that oral fixation. I think it's really funny because a pretty large majority of my friends use these e-cigarettes now, and it's almost become a culture. Like with smoking, they don't identify as a smoker.
No, not
They
anymore.
they don't seek out other smokers like, hey, I heard you smoke. Let's do that together. But this has chain stores opening up. This is something you can talk about with your friends. This is something that there are online forums about.
Yeah.
Well,
It's really weird.
Well, it's more specialized.
Yeah.
And I guess it's not ostracized yet. I mean, some people are wary of it
Yeah.
because there's no FDA or any kind of approvals on it. But as far as smoking goes, I mean, back in, look at the 50s and 60s, everybody smoked.
Doctors recommend Marlboro.
Yeah, so it was part of society. They didn't need to make their own group. It wasn't a special, a privilege or anything like
The
that.
Flintstones have old black and white Winston commercials that you can find on YouTube. So.
And it's just like,
Nothing smoother than a Winston, Bonnie.
and now that the tobacco companies are putting out e-cigarettes, disposable e-cigarettes, like King, I think, is made by company that makes Marlboros, Johnson or whatever. I don't know who the
Philip Morris.
Yeah, Philip Morris. I don't know anymore. I stopped smoking forever ago. And I quit smoking with an e-cig as well. And it's been about a year and a half now, and I've slowly gone down on my nic level. I'm sitting at a 4 right now, which is down from, I think I started at 12.
Yeah, you can get up to 16 or 24.
Which is way more than you
lot.
way more than you ingest in a regular cigarette even.
Yeah.
So that's insane.
Black and mild level there.
Yeah.
For how bad it is for you.
Cigars.
That's the stupid thing is I started smoking with cigars and I
love
inhaled.
cigars. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I was bad.
Cigars and pipe tobacco that's still a thing that
Dude, pipe tobaccos are awesome.
Yeah,
I
I have smoked a pipe. Not something I care to own or do again, but it wasn't bad.
I mean,
Oh, that was with
it tastes
our friend Wesley
Yes.
recently, wasn't it?
Yes.
How
with,
was that?
With Wested. It was relaxing,
Yeah.
and it was more of a social thing. than it was anything. But the actual smoking part of it, I had no enjoyment from that.
Yeah.
There were some flavors that were okay,
Yeah.
but I mean, it was okay the same way that flavored water is okay. It wasn't
Yeah.
really something I would specifically go out and participate in. Really, it was just me reliving my Hobbit fantasy. So,
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, you also drank like 30-year-old scotch that night, didn't you?
Scotch. I love Scotch.
Scotchy,
Scotch is love. Scotch is life.
There was
That is the drink of my people, sir.
I love Scotch too. Or any whiskey, any kind of whiskey spirit.
I like Scotch so much. I am seriously thinking about getting the lifetime membership of the Scotch and Soda. Seriously, because it's I didn't drink alcohol until I was 21. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
And not even a sip.
Well, it's because you're diabetic too. So
It's not that. I just had a personal stigma about it.
Well, and also, there's a lot more danger involved with it for you.
Exactly. Well, there is that. And I've drank a lot of things. My friends all wanted me to share their favorite drink. And none of it is as beautifully delicious as Scotch is.
Yeah.
If you have never had Scotch, go fucking drink Scotch right now.
If you're over 21.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
If you're of
for around
age.
20, yeah.
And
don't do that.
the thing about Scotch is you get what you pay for. Do not drink cheap Scotch.
Yeah.
You're going to balk at the price and go $16 for this?
Yeah.
Or 20 or 50 even? You have to do that if
Yeah.
you want to enjoy it. It's one of those things where you do have to buy luxury if you want to enjoy it.
Well, I got a bottle of Jameson. I think it was Black Label. Jameson is what it was. And I can't wait to dig into it. I haven't yet.
I remember when that regular Jameson was cheap.
Yeah.
They're getting real proud of themselves.
Yeah. I mean, I like Jameson. It's one
Yeah,
of
I
my,
mean,
Came from the bottom and now we're here.
if we're going as far as my personals, because Jack is kind of at the bottom. That's the lowest that I'll drink, and it's what I drink often. Jameson, and then if you want to get up into the Scotch levels, then it's Glenfiddich and the rest of the Irish Scotches and whatever. I guess that's above a 10-year mark. I'd probably drink.
I'll drink SoCo and fucking Dr. Pepper. I don't
Yeah.
even care.
Mixing.
I don't even care.
The only thing I drink SoCo with is SoCo and lime. SoCo and lime shots, so good. And for people who don't like whiskey, the lime hides it so well, and it's probably one of my favorite shots ever
But
to drink.
that's the thing. Why would you drink it if you're trying to hide the flavor?
Because people don't like whiskey. People don't like I don't like the taste of vodka. I
we'll
don't
get
like
a
the
different
taste
drink
of
then.
tequila most of the time. If it's good tequila, clear tequila, I'll drink it. I
I
don't
like-
like rum.
Yeah, rum. Spiced rum. I
Yeah.
like. Kraken.
Yeah.
Oh, the Kraken.
Kraken is so good.
Yeah.
But no, I even have a SoCo martini mixer. It's shaped like a big SoCo bottle,
That's
and it's
pretty cool.
awesome.
Oh, and
love it.
while we're on the subject of alcohol, I don't like sake. I can't.
I
drink
didn't for the longest time, but
drink
as
it.
you can see,
Yeah.
that has changed with our
it.
collection
7
over
bottles
there.
over there.
Yeah,
I have 5 or 6 bottles.
Yeah. I tried it here.
$7.50.
Yeah.
That's all that costs.
I bet it's. I'm sure you. I'm glad that you found something that you like. I tried it here and I couldn't get into it. Tastes like vinegar to me.
It's like lukewarm, thick water. That's what sake tastes like to me.
Yeah.
No, I get a tart.
Did you guys try it warmed up?
Yeah, we tried
Okay.
it here. Warmed up.
Because I couldn't believe how much different it tasted. But
Maybe I like it cold. I don't know.
I don't know, son.
I don't drink my liquor warm usually, ever.
On the note of Scotch, if you put ice in yours, you're the worst kind of human.
I don't say that.
Yeah,
Scotch on the rocks is fine.
No,
Don't-
it's really
Stop
not.
being a horrible
It isn't.
person.
It's fine. It's
it's
fine.
not.
If you don't want to dilute it with a lot of ice, so you get what's called an ice ball.
Yeah, the
Those
big
are fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you use like the chill cubes, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
No, like I'm talking. Like, have you not seen that huge ball that you put and it goes all around it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. But if you put actual ice cubes in it, no.
Well, it depends on what you're doing with it. Is this like a finger of scotch that you're sipping on, or is this a finger of scotch that you're hammering back? Because if it's going to take a while for you to drink it, I wouldn't suggest putting ice in it.
See, when I say like Scotch, for me, it's almost a ritual. You don't just
Oh,
drink
yeah.
Scotch
I
because you
definitely
want to
feel
get
you.
drunk.
Yeah.
It's like when I drink Scotch, it's my time to relax and unwind.
Yeah.
So you have a half hour with a glass of scotch.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
So yeah, you
But-
don't put ice in it if you're doing
No,
that.
I wouldn't.
exactly. Right. That's why it seems so wrong to me.
Alien.
Yeah, because if you put ice in it and you make it last,
If it's
yeah,
a finger of scotch, that's like a splash of scotch. It's hardly anything. It's like a shot, maybe.
right.
And if you have one giant ice ball in there, and you're drinking it, you're sipping on it, often, then you're going to finish it within 5-10 minutes, and that it's not going to dilute it all that much. And I, again, prefer most of my liquor cold.
I was actually thinking about alcohol in video games and their effect, because it's something that you see often in games, but rarely is it done in any way other than something that's trite and contrived, like, ooh, your vision gets blurry or something.
Yeah.
And
just saying, have you gotten like hammered in WoW yet?
well, I'm a dwarf, so yes. One of the first quests is called First Things First. We're gonna need beer, and they give you 3 things of beer, and yes, I drank them all in the middle of the fight, and my vision got blurry.
I have alts that just our banks are just full of Moonglade ale because you can only get it once a year, and it makes you sparkly whenever you drink it.
All this talk, I don't play WoW. All this talk reminds me of RuneScape. When you get a beer and your vision would get super blurry and stuff.
Yeah.
And it only works in WoW if you have your graphics set high enough. But that filter that they put on when you get like just hammered, whew.
Yeah. It's funny, me and WoW have a very weird relationship. I've been a Warcraft fan because of Warcraft 2 and Warcraft 3. And World of Warcraft came out, and I just hate MMOs. At that age, I hated MMOs. It was the most fake, plastic town, theme park kind of experience, and I hated it. And here I am a decade later, and I love the game. I picked it up a decade after the fact. I could have conversations with people that played WoW, and they would think I played WoW. Because I still kept up with it. I read patch notes, and the wiki, and all that. And, yeah, it's... I really do get what people get out of it now. It's huge. It's expansive. There is no game as big as World of Warcraft.
Yeah. Well, it's been the longest running MMO in a really long time.
It can be overwhelming.
It's like EverQuest is still going.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Evercrack. Yeah. I'm saying like good MMO. Sorry,
there's-
should have had that qualifier.
I mean, EverQuest was good at the time, but
Yeah, but it's never been updated. It's the same game it was in
Yeah,
1990.
Right.
again, there was a lot of stuff that happened in that era of MMOs that is never going to happen again, though. Like the devs actually getting on
And playing.
and playing with you as a major part of the major character in the story. It used to happen all the time. Never, not anymore.
Yeah, I haven't done raids or any of the in-game content yet, but as someone who is obsessed and identifies chiefly as a world builder, it's an impressive feat. It really is. I mean, I took essentially a digital road trip. I took a character from my area, took a boat to another area, Teldrassil, and then switched to another boat from Teldrassil to ride it to Stormwind City, went to the Dwarven District, cut through Elwyn Forest, forwarded the river, and finally ended in the place I was going to. And there really isn't any other game where you can do that. Not off the top of my head.
Skyrim.
Well, yeah.
Skyrim's not big enough.
I know, but I'm saying it's expansive enough that you can get the feeling of it. I feel, especially without the loading screens.
And coming from playing Warcraft 2 and 3, where they mentioned all these things,
Exactly.
you're just like, holy shit!
Yeah.
And then there's the little references to the lore just hidden out throughout the place. It is a great game. I've been playing so long,
Right.
and I get sick of it after.
There was
a
an
while.
age. There was an age of WoW, and I think that it's at its end.
I hope it's coming into it because you don't invoke the name of Sargeras without having the end in mind.
That's why I brought this up almost, because the reason I'm playing WoW now is I feel like I need to be there at the end. And if this isn't the end, I'm just done with Blizzard. Like, you don't bring up one of the biggest, most famous bad guys in video games, and then just have him be another boss.
Well, he's the ultimate space Nazi Hitler Satan. Like,
Yeah.
you can't... There was nothing worse than him in the universe in
Right.
WoW. Like,
He wants the utter destruction of everything, forever.
I'd see like a reimagining, like how you got Dofus and Wakfu.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty cool. And I don't even play WoW, and I agree with you guys. If there's an end to the lore, then when the game reaches that end, there shouldn't be anything more.
or there should be a hard reset at that point.
Oh, yeah.
In World of Warcraft 2.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if they should ever end it. Those servers, if they have the money, I think they should be maintained because people have invested a decade of their life. They have collected things. They've had moments. They have trinkets and toys and memories and achievements, and they want to preserve that. So unless they have somewhere to let you download it locally or something to preserve it, Yeah, I hope that they do something where it really radically affects the plot, and you see main characters die and cities destroyed, and you can't log in and be like, I'm going to visit the bank and go to the market. No, there is no market. It's in fire right now,
Yes.
and there's demons.
I mean, well, Cataclysm kind of did that.
So, well, actually, I was thinking Wrath of the Lich King, because before Wrath of the Lich King, they had the zombie outbreak, where people
Yeah.
were turning into zombies, and you controlled your zombies, trying to turn other people into a zombie.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It was, and I hope
little-
they do something like that again.
Well, as far as MMOs go, we've been recently playing Star Wars: The Old Republic, and I identify with that culture and that lore a lot more than I do with, with
yeah,
WoW.
totally, me too.
It's been a part of my life ever since I could remember, Star Wars in general, and it's always been something that I've been obsessed with. On a level, that lore and the expanded universe, may it rest in peace, and everything that has not been George Lucas, unfortunately. It's bad to say because he birthed it, and then it wasn't what he wanted, and it just kind of died in his hands.
Well, you get into, and again, I'm the world builder guy. The progenitor of a universe is not always the one that has the best interest for that universe.
Yeah.
Once you build up a sufficient level of fans, it's more theirs at that point because it's a shared collective. It's an agreement
Yeah.
that all those people agree on that fictional universe. And if you look at games like the Elder Scrolls series, they have something called Coda, which is extremely hard to describe, but it's a comic book without pictures that is all semi-official lore. And it's almost like an open source license for the universe of the Elder Scrolls, where anyone can make their own canon of the Elder Scrolls, and all of it is true. And that's kind of how I feel about George Lucas and Star Wars. It's not his anymore. He made it.
Well, no,
Good
it's
for
not.
him.
He gave it to Disney.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
He made it. He's the one that came up with the concept. But from this point, it's not his. It's ours. It's the fans. We agree on what Star Wars is.
Yeah.
They can go ahead and tell me that the expanded universe isn't valid anymore.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Well, it's not valid in the cinematic universe.
It never has been valid in the cinematic universe.
Yeah.
But
And they're also saying that they may pull references to it,
Yeah.
and they may still include some of it. And this is Disney, by the way, that's saying this. And they may still include references and pull from it, but it, for the most part, will be abandoned.
Yeah.
In further productions.
As long as they don't abandon the Old Republic period, which is the best thing in
I mean,
Star
it
Wars.
probably was hands down one of the best
Yeah.
among the comics and stuff like that, and most of the games actually in general. But no, we've been really enjoying that. I play with Space Case and our friend from the coast, and Zach has joined us a couple times. He seemed to enjoyed it, but I guess he's gonna puss out or whatever.
It's just a matter of time.
It's too hardcore for him.
I'm in WoW. I'm enjoying that.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
you do know that the third dungeon in that game has references to Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. Like, big references.
Like, do they mention Revan by name?
Just a bit more than that, actually.
Do you fight Revan?
Yeah. You fight...
You had my attention.
You fight HK-47, too.
Oh, really? Is it the original
Yes.
voice actor? Well, now I have to play it.
Yeah, see?
I have to play this
join
game
us.
now.
Join us.
HK-47 is one of the best characters from any fiction that's ever been made ever.
Those games were all really good.
You can fight me in real life over that.
Yeah, he's fantastic. And the new expansion is going back to the old... they kind of left Revan stuff alone for a while, but now the new expansion that's coming out is going to be all about Revan again. So.
Spoiler alert for a decade-old game. Moving forward. The reveal that you are Revan in the original Knights of the Old Republic is one of the coolest reveals
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
in my memory.
it was really really awesome.
It's one of the ones that actually surprised me. I was like,
Yeah, I had no idea that was
Yeah.
coming. Like, first time playing through, I was convinced from the beginning I was just some nameless soldier on a ship that got found by a Jedi Knight.
yep.
And then in the end, and you're fighting with Malak, and he's like, hey, I was your student, you were the master. And that whole flashback is like taking off the mask. Holy shit.
They did it so well too, because there was no way that you could know it.
Mm-hmm.
They dropped hints throughout.
Yeah.
Just little bits and pieces, but
Take fucking Sherlock Holmes to get that.
Well,
It's
yeah,
not real.
That's what's great is when it's revealed, you go, oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
you would have to either be Batman or Sherlock
Yeah.
to know it
Yeah.
beforehand.
Or Revan.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was really, really awesome. One thing I'm just obsessed with right now are space sims and space in general. So
Star Citizen.
Star Citizen, Elite Dangerous.
Gonna go to space. Gotta go to space.
Space.
Star Citizen, please come through.
Yeah.
Please
It
be
looks
everything
amazing.
you say you are.
If you haven't seen it, look it up real quick. Don't buy a fucking thing because
In like
it's a waste of money.
2035.
Don't spend with other people's wallets. If you want to go drop 13,000 real US dollars on a big ship that doesn't exist yet,
Yeah. 15,000 to get everything. That's the completionist package.
Yep.
$15,000.
that's you haven't seen the ones that are sold out already, have you?
No.
They were selling carriers, ships big enough to have other ships in them, like
Yeah.
Death Star style.
No,
and they
there's-
were like $50,000.
They're still selling those. Like, there's a completionist package on their site. It's $15,000. It's every single ship they've released in alpha and beta, and some concept designs.
And I don't even know what that stupid game's gonna be yet. So,
Oh, it's going to be everything you could. It's going to be like a 4X sim. It's going to be like a
4Xs are awful, but okay.
whatever. Nobody cares what you think. It's going to be an FPS. It's going to be a. There was a racing module for ship racing.
It's gonna pleasure you sexually, apparently,
Yeah.
if it does everything.
I think pretty much it's going to be
I
on
mean,
there.
Oculus
They do-
Rift support. And,
Yeah, Oculus
They do
Rift.
have Oculus Rift
Right.
support, yeah. But did you guys know that there is a weenie
Attachment.
mod for your computer now that
No.
integrates with the Oculus Rift?
I did not know that. Thank you for telling us that.
It got funded on Indiegogo.
Yeah.
Yep.
We
It's like a
Cyberpunk
little-
now.
Is it like a little shock
No,
thingy? Or
no, it like goes, sucky sucky.
Costs $5 per next though.
They make Banana cry.
But yeah,
You
like,
can't hold that sadness in.
and then Japan was like, yes, and they started making games for that.
All of our money.
You were playing FTL the other day, right?
Oh, I fucking love FTL. Yeah.
I love FTL. It's a. There are purists who will disagree with me, but it's a great roguelike.
Oh, it is a
It
roguelike.
really is.
100%. Once you realize that it's a roguelike, you become less infuriated by it.
Yeah.
It's just like, why do I keep dying? Why don't I go anywhere? Why can't I do anything else? So I'm just going to keep playing this for days and days and days and not get anywhere. And then you realize it's a roguelike and you're like, oh, dying is part of the fun. That makes sense. Okay.
Only roguelike I can play is Crypto the Necrodancer. That is it.
I haven't
Okay.
played it.
So good.
Crypto
So
the
good.
Necrodancer is good just on premise. Because the premise is a necromancer has stolen your heart, like ripped it out of you. And so to survive, you have to dance to the rhythm to pump your blood. And so all your moves in game have to be to the rhythm of the music that plays, or you die.
That would be crazy.
It's fucking
I think
awesome.
I'll have to look up some videos on that at
Like,
least.
we can play it in a minute. if you want.
Soundtrack is amazing.
But any other games or news or anything everybody's got to talk about?
I've been playing Bastion again. I think this is my
Yeah.
third playthrough on Bastion. Oh, man, that voice, the music, the aesthetic, the style, all of it. Oh, it is a great game.
What's it about?
You are a nameless hero. Well, they just call you the Kid.
He's the kid.
Your city has exploded.
Oh.
Like, everything is destroyed. And you just awake on your cot on a piece of the wall that surrounds your city,
Uh-huh.
and you just have to figure out what happened.
Oh.
What makes Bastion incredibly unique is there's a narrator, just the best goddamn narrator who ever narrated.
Or everything.
And he narrates everything you do. Like, even
Yeah.
stuff that you wouldn't think about. Like, you may turn around and go back and be like, kid's still making up his mind. It's
Huh.
everything.
Like in the
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
the
It's
first
like
time you fall off the side of the thing, it was like, and then he fell to his death, and he came back. Just kidding.
So is this like a Sierra game? It sounds like a Sierra game.
It's a top-down isometric shooter, exploration kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like it's Metroidvania-ish. It's not 2D.
really. You don't retread areas at all.
It's more
Oh,
like
okay.
Diablo, actually.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
better way of saying it.
It's like
Is it
cute Diablo.
procedurally generated?
No,
No.
no. But
I
you
was
just-
randomly generated?
No.
you choose how it's generated because once you get to the hub, you find parts of the town and everything, and you put it in the center of the city, and it generates whatever next part you want to go to. So
I'm glad you brought that up because I consider that one of the games that anyone with a PC should own.
the soundtrack alone
Yes.
is what try to think of industrial country.
That's probably the best way.
So
That's
like
the-
New Vegas-y feel?
No.
No.
No?
It's basic, dude. It's just like country with electronic, grungy stuff in it. It's
Mhm.
awesome.
I might like it. I don't know.
It's very hard to describe, but
Yeah.
it's one of those games where you play it and you're immediately sucked in.
All this game talk's making me really want to itch the Let's Play.
I know we need to start the Lutz place.
Yeah.
I came up with an idea, and I really hope that Casey will join us, despite his reservations. I think we should play a Dwarf Fortress pass-around game, where one of us will start the fort, we'll pass on to someone else for a season, and we'll do that until our eventual death.
Well, I haven't played it in forever.
That's
Like,
great.
In a really, really long
Even-
time.
I've
Even
never
better.
played it at all.
You would
Oh.
log your season as the overseer in game in character.
Yeah.
And so Casey could be either some greedy fuckwad who's just out to get stuff and leave. He could be a short human who just found a way into the fort or whatever. I just think it'd be really fun, and it's even better that you guys haven't played it in a long time or never.
Are we
So-
modding the game or
No.
removing anything at all?
Just
game.
well, I'll get all the packs and stuff to make it as easy to
Yeah.
get into the game as possible.
Well, I just remember
I'm not looking at the ASCII art. It's not happening.
That's fine. You can use
the isometric.
DF Hack now has the isometric view built in,
Yeah.
so you
Oh,
can't
it's
play
built
with
in?
that view.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, there is actually a version of the client that just replaces the main view window
Uh huh.
with, I can't remember what it's called, but the isometric view. Though that's a little bit difficult. You do occasionally need to look at the actual
Oh
ASCII.
yeah. I don't mind it.
Yeah, so
I used to be fluent in it. I knew exactly what I was doing and when I was doing it.
I use tile sets, but I use the tile sets that are still pretty close to ASCII.
Yeah.
I think it's Phobe's tile set, something like that.
Well, anyway, I remember when I played, I removed some features of it when I was playing because I thought it was too impossible. Never got anywhere. Like, I think I removed seasonal people,
Oh, immigrants?
immigrants. Yeah.
Yeah, because eventually your computer will die.
Yeah.
Because the guy that makes it, he's an interesting person. He does have some mental, I'm not going to call them issues. He has some mental traits. And he programs the game for himself. Everyone else can fuck off. And it does not have multi-core support. So your computer will eventually just die. It can't, if you just keep having immigrants come. So a core part of high-level play is finding out how to most efficiently kill the people trying to show up without causing tantrum spirals for the rest of your fort.
Traps.
Well, you can't, because they'll be sad that someone died.
Oh, would they?
But, for an example of the current patch, if you kill them all and then use their bones to make furniture and stuff, that makes everyone happy. So, for an example, one guy threw a tantrum because they ran out of alcohol, killed his best friend, dragged his body to the bone crafting station, and made a scepter topped with gems. Which, the scepter was so beautiful, cheered the life up of the guy that was killed. So, that's the kind of game it is. I sent something the other day, I think, to you guys about Dwarf Fortress.
You did? I remember that.
Oh, the guy that made his Fisher Dwarf, the surgeon,
Yeah.
just to see what would happen. So he made the Fisher Dwarf the surgeon, and a guy came in with a leg injury, and he diagnosed him as having rotted lungs. And so they operated on him and removed his lungs because he misdiagnosed the leg injury. He didn't survive.
I think that's definitely a later play.
Yeah. Something more along the lines of this.
And
Absolutely.
what people would actually like to to watch.
I think you grossly underestimate how many people play Dwarf Fortress.
I think I do because I don't remember the last time I mentioned Dwarf Fortress and somebody said, "Oh, that game, yeah."
See, I'm just imagining, like, narrating it by character. I would start the first entry all optimistic, like, I am going to lead my people to a greater promised land, and then at the end of the year, just be like, my god, what have I done?
I realize I have no idea how to plant crops. I
Yeah.
don't know how to make beer.
How do you dig a well?
I told the miners to collapse in the rest of the people because they're throwing tantrums. I hope soon that the caravan will arrive and I'll get more resources.
It took 5 of us and we built another city.
My hubris, dear god.
We just
They're all
built
dead.
it for the other one. There's another example of some dwarfy wisdom. Always bring a male and female cat because they'll kill vermin. They'll breed kittens and you can eat the kittens.
Dwarf
my
Fortress
god,
logic.
this game.
It's an infinite source of food.
The first thing you need to do, besides building your house, start on traps. Because you get fucking monsters anywhere near you, you're fucked.
Well, actually, what you can do is you make some wooden training spears, and you attach them to gear so they constantly poke in and out in a box. And then you put your trainees in there, so they're constantly dodging and getting poked by the spears
Oh.
to train them to master level at dodging.
Nice.
So that way, when some fuckwad goblin shows up, they can just dodge him forever. Because otherwise what you'll get is someone that bludgeons a spider for 3 days straight without sleeping, passes out from exhaustion, and dies.
Or you could make traps and then avoid all of that. And then
You could
you
do that
could
too, yeah.
trade the spider to the elves when they fucking come because they want spiders for some
That's
reason.
true, but don't you dare cut the trees.
Yeah, don't cut any
I have
fucking
to say,
trees.
Dwarf Fortress has made me really hate elves.
Yeah,
I used
They're
to love
dicks.
elves.
They're dicks in Dwarf Fortress.
Like in D&D, I play an elf, and now I can't hear the word elf without cringing. It's
Yeah.
just like, no.
Oh, well, I think that's all we've got. Definitely look for more content. Give us your comments, your likes, your love, your hate, whatever you guys have got. Give us everything you have. Because we're never going to give you up.
Or let you down.
Turn around or...
Desert you.
We're
But,
no strangers to love.
You know the rules.
We don't.
Baby, so do I.
We're not going to make any careless whispers.
Wake me up before you go.
But that's been our loot
Just
table.
We'll be walking on the sun.
Definitely look for a Let's Play. And if you guys have any suggestions, shoot them over to us, lootcastofficial@gmail.com.
Oh my god! Ring a bell. He got it right for once.
I don't know if that was... Again, I don't know if
No,
that
it's,
was right.
it's Lucas
Twice.
officially.
Okay.
You did
I
it.
have no idea. Thank you. Any other social media that we have connected there? Social media advisor?
We'll have a subreddit, a subverse. We have a Twitter, a Facebook group. Reach out to any of us on that. We will experiment with a Tumblr, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You're gonna... I'm not going
Again,
anywhere
I don't
near
know
that.
anything about the social medias, so
Yeah, Greek to me.
we'll see how it works. Thanks for joining us. We love you. Thank you. Goodbye.
Butt stuff.
Let's go. Yeah. Goodbye.